host of Bussin with the Boys, founder of Bussin with the Boys. Also has a dad podcast because he is a incredibly proud father. Obviously, he got ripped off of year 10, I believe, by the NFL. Supposed to be a 10-year NFL vet. Nobody would have expected that whenever he was coming out of Nebraska. Ladies and gentlemen, absolute dog, Will Compton.
Yeah.
How you doing, dude?
Pat, thank you for the introduction. Boys, it's great to be here. It's game day. We made it.
Yes, we did. We did. That is the overwhelming sense that we have over here as well. This morning, brushing teeth just felt a little different. Like, we got actual ball here. Now, I couldn't even imagine West Virginia playing tonight would have that would be a perfect way to kind of launch this. I assume you're very excited. Year 3 for Rule. There's a chance here for Nebraska to go on a run. The boys, from what I'm hearing, look good over there.
Look good. Pat, this will be, I'm telling you now, boys, I'm telling you, we got a favorable schedule. No matter how you think of the Huskers, this is year 3 of the Rule era, year 2 for Dylan Raiola, Dana Holgerson on the sideline full time. This is going to be the first double-digit win season since Willie C. senior year in 2012. You can book it. You heard it here right now. I'm just letting you know. I can feel it. It's in the air, and it starts tonight against Cincinnati.
Okay, it's in Arrowhead, obviously. Travis Kelce going to be there for Cincy. We assume. We're just assuming he's going to be there. That's his house. Now, if he's there, hold the phone.
Yeah.
Who else is there? Are you worried about that for Nebraska? I mean, that feels like there is potentially an aura coming into Arrowhead that is highly swinging in Cincinnati's favor. Have you thought about that, Will?
You know, when he got engaged. When he got engaged, I texted him. I said, hats off to you, trying to distract the world from this ass whooping that's coming on Thursday night. From what I'm hearing, the missus won't be there.
Okay.
So it won't take over the entire world. But yes, I am a little nervous about the aura of Travis Kelce walking in that stadium. But again, this is about the Huskers. This is about the Bearcats. This is about stopping. I think it's Thorsby. They got a little dual threat quarterback.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it's coming tonight. I swear to God, I feel it. I feel it.
Matt Rule can give all the speeches he wants to give. Taylor Swift walks in there in a Cincinnati shirt. You guys are fucked.
No one cares. Yeah.
You guys are absolutely cooked. Now, I like Raiola. I like E-Money, your running back. I met him at a WWE event. Great moxie. Feels like the offensive line's going to be good. I'm excited for you guys. Beefy. Okay, we got good beefy boys out there. Always Nebraska. Shout out. Can we talk about the announcement about you and ESPN today before the boys have their questions for you? Congratulations, man. This is an awesome thing. Like, legit, we are very happy for you guys. How does this come about, and what does this mean?
Dude, it's surreal, bro. Like, it still doesn't, Pat, I remember talking to you, we FaceTimed when Bussin with the Boys kicked off, and you were giving me a lot of game on the podcast world and how to operate. And at that point, I want to say I was telling you, hey, I think we're going to go through the summer with pods and then stop during football season because you get really nervous about how the teams might feel being a distraction. I was still a free agent. Is this going to keep me out of playing in the NFL? And I just remember you telling me you have to treat your audience like it is your best friend. And if you're going to show up for them once a week, you show up for them once a week. My recommendation to you, young Willie C, would be if you're going to do it once a week, then do it once a week throughout the entire year or as long as you guys can. And you're giving me game on the merchandise and everything else. And just to think back to that moment and get all the way here to now we are on the team with you at ESPN. This is a true story. I pissed the bed until I was 14 years old. And before I fell asleep every night, before I violently wet the bed, I would fall asleep to ESPN. ESPN, nostalgically for everybody, ESPN is also the previous channel when you're rocking Skinamax and you need that fallback in case your mom and dad walk in. Yeah. It was Sports Center and Top 10. Yeah. And now to get to appear on it and to be part of the brand, it is we're grateful, man. We are truly fired up.
Well, we're proud of you, both for stopping the pissing in the bed problem. Once you get to 14, you think that's probably a lifetime thing.
Yeah.
You know, I think that is probably a lifetime moment. And also for all the hard work that you guys have put in. You guys have grinded over there. Mad respect, especially as ex-players trying to represent for football on a platform that you had to create. You should be proud of yourself, man. Every time I watched you guys, I knew you were special. And obviously, you don't have to be a genius to be able to see what's good and what isn't good. good, but it was immediate upon watching you and Taylor. It's like, this is a good show. You have the juice. Taylor is such a good smartass and super handsome. And I think he's got a little bit of a thing with blackjack and gambling. You guys maybe check on him. But hey, that is, I follow along from outside looking in.
Hey, I do the same thing. I just say, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "I'm ready to go to war." I'm like, "Listen, you got to do your thing."
That's a lot of money, Taylor. That's a lot. Dana is a dog. He's been kicked out of a lot of places. He's got a title and everything like that. But that's him. I don't know. Is your brain okay? I don't know. The luck too, Dana. But nonetheless, you guys have worked your asses off. We're proud of you, and we're pumped you're going to be representing on ESPN. Good luck out there. We're proud of you, Will.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, boys.
No problem. All right, we got some questions for you. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, Will, you talked about stopping Sorsby tonight, and those black shirts on that Nebraska defense have basically been carrying the team the last 2 years. And I got no issues with the offense with Holgorsen and Raiola year two. I think they're going to be much better. But, you know, you lost your defense coordinator, Tony White. He goes down to Florida State. You lose a couple polar bears off that defensive line. Are the black shirts going to be the black shirts this year?
Tone, that's my biggest, you know, that's what I'm most excited to see tonight is how the defense is going to perform, because you're right, like losing Tony White, not just Tony White too, but a couple other guys on the defensive staff, Terrence Knight and T. Knight, he went with them down to Florida State. That was a massive loss because they have been a top 25 defense the last couple of years, but there's a lot of optimism talking about rotations with these young cats, guys being able to play all across the line of scrimmage. I believe the linebacker's name is Javin Smith, 6'5", 230 pounds. I'm excited to see him run around. We do have a veteran group on the back end in the secondary, but that is kind of my, like, I'm not worried about the offense either. I'm just excited to see who's going to step up on the black shirt side, because everybody's wondering what are they going to be like. Well, you said it, those polar bears in the middle. So that's what I'm looking for.
They got any young Willie C's out there? They got any some white trash kids flying around throwing their heads in?
You know they do. You know they do, but you know who's going to step up and be that? I'm out here congratulating you. Got John Bullock down, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, undrafted cat, walk on to the University of Nebraska, earning his stripes as a senior, making a camp with the Bucs, and he's on the 53-man roster with Levante Davis.
That's what we like. That's what we like.
Yes, undrafted linebacker U is what Nebraska is. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited.
That's not good.
Hold on.
That's
could be.
Not good. But
put it on a shirt.
It's about overachieving.
Undrafted LBU.
Yep, sweet.
Nebraska. That's awesome. The black shirt's a great nickname, though.
Yes.
For an entire crew, you know, and it's like seemingly always good. And then that being the question mark, I think is good news if you're a Nebraska fan. Now, let's move to the NFL. Obviously, you should have had a double-digit year career, and it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame that all that happened. Your last year was really your best, I think. You know, you looked your fastest. You looked your fastest.
So funny.
You looked your fastest. So I think you were right. I think maybe 11 and 12 would have been in there, but you found your true calling. Ty, I have a question for you.
Yeah, Will, now that you are on ESPN, I'm excited to get your take on the Micah Parsons situation. This would be your first documented one, I believe. If you're Micah, and, you know, you're hearing, hey, the Packers, they want to trade for you. They got 45 per year for, you know, who knows, maybe even 50 per year.
Who's he hearing that from? Just you, or have the Packers said this?
Listen, it's out there.
Okay.
It's out there, okay? It's not just me. What is your take on that whole situation? Not like Shoddy thinks he's, you know, maybe going to play, but he doesn't know because he hasn't practiced or done anything all of training camp. Jerry is kind of hesitant to talk to other teams. Like, how do you think that whole situation is going to play out?
Brother, listen, we just said we were undrafted linebacker U. This is a position and a player where I've never gotten to experience that world. I'm sitting on my couch throughout the week watching this America's Team documentary and just seeing everything that Jerry Jones goes through, the pride that he has. I feel like he enjoys this game that is happening. You see my man going out there on different podcasts. He's doing a little press tour, going out there and kind of peacocking and letting the young man of Micah Parsons know they got him for 3 more years. If I'm Micah, I have no clue. Like, I would have too much anxiety, like sitting on the couch kind of waiting for the season to unfold, leveraging everything. Am I in shape? Am I not in shape? Can I go? If I wait too long and then go out there the day of, like, I'm going to have to prove myself right and everybody else right that what I'm doing is the right thing. And if you fail, or if you get injured, or if you do anything else that isn't up to that expectation, it's going to be you're proving the Cowboys and everybody else right. I have too much anxiety thinking about it. I have no clue what's going to happen. I do hope Micah Parsons gets paid, because he is an absolute dog for the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, sure.
But I don't know. I know Jerry loves this game, is what I've gathered from what I've watched. Jerry Jones is in the pocket right now, and this is where he wants to be with Micah Parsons. And I think he respects Micah. I think he respects what Micah's doing.
I think he probably respects him, but he's also, I don't think there's any budging happening. You know, like the narrative is that the Green Bay Packers are in. Okay, and they will go. And the $45 million thing, Ty said that very confidently yesterday on the show. And then Schneidman came on from The Athletic for the Green Bay Packers. He's like, there's an offer on the table that is very favorable, basically, or there has been, but Jerry isn't listening. The way Ty Schmidt is turning that is Jerry isn't ready to listen yet. Like, there's going to come a time that Jerry's going to listen. I think they're just going to continue to dance. Micah ends up playing. Is that what you think the final outcome is?
I think he ends up playing. I think it's like this YouTube and Fox thing going on where, hey, are we going to get the games on Friday? Are they going to not let us watch Baylor Auburn on Friday night? And then all of a sudden somebody's hand gets pushed, and then like 2 hours before Ohio State and Texas kicks off, it's going to come to life. I think at some point it's going to come to life. Hey, Ty, I hope it's for the Packers, because I think like there's a part of you too that's like, is Micah just over the whole thing, and maybe he just wants to get out of that situation? Because I don't think the Cowboys are going to be that great this year. I don't think they're going to be very good.
What? Why? You don't think Dak's good? You don't like Shoddy? You don't think Shoddy's a guy? Eberflus, D coordinator, back where he's supposed to be, probably.
I think there's just too much going on, as always, around the Cowboys. I think they got a lot of talent. I like Flus on the defensive side. I don't know how Shoddy's going to be as a head coach, and him just being in this circus right now, I just don't know how it plays out, especially with the Commanders up north, with the Philadelphia Eagles up north. I think they're going to both be better than the Cowboys.
And the Giants.
Yeah, Giants.
The Giants.
Giants have some.
Forgot. We got to cover all the teams. The Giants have some good pieces out there.
Malik Neighbors.
They're not going to be a bunch of candy asses this year.
Yeah, Malik Neighbors, he can catch a ball.
Yeah, he can.
He can catch a ball like Jackson Dart.
He's unbullievable. Schrags came on and was like, Terry McLaurin isn't really in Malik Neighbors tier, but he's there. It's like, what the fuck? who said that? Who is that really how you guys feel? I did not know that's how Giants fans feel. It is like Malik Neighbors is a guy. Like, I'm not saying he's not a guy. Terry McLaurin will be.
Long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Done been a guy.
That is a guy.
Yeah.
That is a guy you're looking for.